Bakovia used to be a star among cities. Historic, wealthy, and bustling with new businesses. That star's been dying for a while. Crime's on the rise, and with war brewing and the government tightening their grip, it's no surprise we're restless. Police might be keeping people safe, but there's only so much we can do about the seedy underbelly. With a prohibition, lawbreakers, criminals, and your everyday civilians are all forced into the same watering holes. Usually, it'd be my job to bust this place. But, maybe we can help one another. This place is more useful open. Especially when I have someone a lot more dangerous to catch than a few drunks. Ah, it looks like your first customers are arriving. Let's see if you can loosen their tongues. I'll be waiting, bartender. Don't let me down.
Hey folks, rinimt here, and welcome to Best Served Cold. This is the demo, and anything we want to play with in the menu. Turn down effects, maybe. And music UI, autosave, and oh, I can turn up the text size. We are going to turn up the text size. Thank you. All right, let's go. Best Served Cold. Thank you to the publisher for reaching out to me and offering the demo to play. So let's go. Apparently it pauses music if I tab out. I just learned that. Okay, maybe turn that master volume back down a bit. A little loud now. It's always hard to say, you know? Case 0, the last drop. Monday. Settings. Okay, master. We will turn you back down. The hazy overhead lights in your speakeasy buzz to life as the bookshop above you closes for the day. The bookshop owner and your landlord. Okay, we can also turn down the font size, I guess. So it is a little large now. Normal size is a little small, but okay. The bookshop owner and your landlord, Vincent Fleur, takes a seat at the bar and begins mumbling to himself. Oh, what a day. Sarin literature's provenance bound in leather, but to my customers, my books may as well be doorstops. Everything all right? Clearly not. If I ordered the cart of fools and received just one of my customers, I would have gotten my money's worth. Well, we both know why I'm here. I need a drink, so dazzle me. What would you like? This evening... Some days your customers will be in a bad mood. This can also be caused by serving them a ruined drink or by choosing dialogue options that upset or anger them. That button's a little small. When the customer is in a bad mood, it is shown here in the bottom left. Thankfully, why is it moving? Thankfully, serving a customer their favorite drink will lift their spirits and cure their bad mood. Bah! Press the serve button in the bottom right to start making Vincent a drink. Customers will usually avoid discussing unpleasant topics when in a bad mood. You'll have to cure it before you can interrogate them. In some rare cases, though, a client must be in a bad mood before they will open up. In these situations, you can mess up their drink on purpose to bring down their mood. As you get to know your clients better, make sure to learn what their favorite drink is. You can always ask them what they'd like to get a hint. He will turn. Yeah, we'll just go back to normal font size. All right, cool. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Vincent perks up. Let's see if we can cheer you up. Huh, that's the spirit. Let's just, I don't know. Oh. Vincent loves the Eastern Ruby, and we want to lift his spirits and cure his bad mood. So let's select the Eastern Ruby in the list to start making his favorite cocktail. To successfully mix a drink, you'll need to add all the necessary ingredients to the shaker by passing them through with the arrow, following along the lines in the direction it is pointing. Once you start following the path, you will need to keep up the pace as the red arrow will start following you. Make sure it doesn't catch up with you before you reach the end of the path, or the drink will be ruined. What? Do you mind? I was literally at the end. I thought it was fine. It was like a pixel off. Perfect mix. I assume it wouldn't give me a retry if this wasn't a tutorial. Well done. Vincent is no longer in a bad mood, and he's even gained more affection towards you. The more a customer likes a certain drink you give them, the more their affection towards you increases. Their favorite drink will reward the most affection. Customers will not appreciate being served a bad drink. If you fail to properly mix a cocktail, customers will be displeased, and you will lose all but one action for the remainder of the conversation. You know me too well. This is my absolute favorite. When I was looking for a bartender to run this place, I hoped for someone as good as you, but didn't expect it. Especially with your background. This place could have become naught but cloudy moonshine and rough customers, yet you are already proving to me to be more than that. Supply lines for alcohol are fraught, so you'll have to adapt your drinks menu to circumstance. But a recent shipment of vodka from Rosalka came into my possession, and as such, some old classic cocktails are on the menu once more. Sorry, when I hear Rosalka, all I think of is the F-14 hunt mark. Lucky me, I suppose. Anything else? Ah, yes, I nearly forgot. A friendly warning, perhaps? My favorite gentleman's club is abuzz with chat about a crackdown on speakeasies. Okay, can I, like... I don't want to turn... There's no option for text, is there? Effects, we'll turn it down. Just the typing noise just bugs me, and there's no option to turn that off. So my feedback so far is make a separate sound option to turn off the talkie noises if it's not going to be voiced as like a separate thing. My companions have warned me that the local constabulary is looking to make an example of the flagrant lawbreakers. Lawbreakers. I suppose that's what we are now. We've opened the bar during a prohibition, even if that prohibition is ridiculous. Law is law, but what's legal and what's right are not always the same thing. People of Sara should not exchange freedom for safety. Also, maybe just like, if there's gonna be a thing to adjust text size, make it adjust the UI too, or like a UI size option. I get a lot of it's probably like baked. Also, the fact that tutorial menu jumps everywhere and it's hard to click the little button. What if we get raided? It's unlikely they would just target my establishment, and I have friends in the constabulary, but you should take precautions nonetheless. Try not to irritate anyone who might incriminate us, and don't compromise on drink quality. I imagine both speakeasies are brought down by dissatisfied customers with loose tongues. I'll be careful. Good, you see, there's a reason I bring all this up. Vincent reaches into his inner coat pocket and pulls out a folded newspaper. Also, option have text speed. Just text speed, including an instant option. He spreads it on the bar top so you can read the headline. Heading: Speakeasy guest found dead. In the early hours of the morning, the body of an as-of-yet unidentified young woman was found in an alley off the Bukovi Boulevard. Bukovi police has since released a statement confirming that the crime took place outside the speakeasy and that the proprietors, as well as several guests, have been detained for questioning. This murder is almost certainly the latest in the string of crimes committed on and around this boulevard by the so-called Bukovi killer. Citizens are urged not to attend these illegal establishments for their own safety and to inform local law enforcement if they suspect any illegal activity is taking place. Don't get too bothered by this little tittle-tattle. Certain these murders are fabricated by puritanical bureaucrats on the city council. Fabricated? I believe so, yes. With the prohibition in full force, perhaps the politicians created the serial killer boogeyman to keep people out of speakeasies. Just like the old fairy tales about demons in the woods, the claws of the strigoi snatching the unwary and pulling them into the darkness. He takes a long sip of his drink and sets it down on the table, his fingers nervously rattling on the glass. A murder at a speakeasy doesn't mean visiting one is dangerous, but I wonder if those who indulge in tabloid rumors can grasp that fact. I imagine the authorities would be paying closer attention to venues like ours. They think we offer a safe haven to vagabonds and scoundrels, but all we want is to kindle the dying flames of conversation. Imagine their surprise when they see the depth and breadth of fine gentlemen and ladies who will frequent our establishment. But heed my words, friend. Be on your guard. I will. We're in Bukovi Boulevard, so the locals are a mixed bag. Consider customers carefully. My friends especially are people of culture and arts. There's no doubt in my mind that some shady characters will show up, but I'd imagine most will be harmless. I hope so anyway. A mix of high and low society makes for a good blend. Honey and lemon, wine and cheese, crackers, that sort of thing. Jokes aside, do be careful, bartender. I've invested a lot of money in this place, and while it's yours to use, I don't expect to be sweeping up eyeballs and teeth at the end of the night. Understood. One more thing, we both know this is your last chance. I went on a limb to give you this opportunity. I've turned a blind eye to your past troubles. Make sure those troubles stay in the past, and you keep your nose clean. I'll get it. If you follow my rules, you'll be under my protection, and I promise I'll keep you safe. One hand washes the other. Have a deal. Good, good. Thanks you for the libations. I should return home. I hope business goes well tonight. Huh. Got an UI. Master a little bit. Okay. UI sound does not seem to affect this. I have work to get on with. Alright, I can take a hint. Aw. Alright. I made him mad. Every day we'll bring a different group of customers to your speakeasy. It's a big place, so look left and right to check for any customers seated on the edges of the room. You can click on a customer to call them over for a chat at the bar. Let's try out this mysterious woman in the back. The woman takes a seat, looking exhausted. She squints at you like she can't decide if you're a friend or foe. Rough day. You have no idea. Although you're on your feet all day serving people with too much money, so maybe you have some idea? Rundown Heights is fully booked, so me and everyone else in the laundry service are run off our feet. There's nothing like changing hotel bed sheets during a spice trader symposium. Do you know how frustrating it is to have a fat, bald old man explain the logistics of a spice trading company and how it made him rich? And he's doing that while you change his sweaty bed sheets? I can guess. Sometimes I push my face into a pillow and scream so loud I feel like I'm gonna crack the walls, but then I stop and nothing has changed. Sounds like you need a drink. Yes, something that feels like being slapped in the face with a slice of lemon. A slice of lemon wrapped around a cricket bat. I trust your judgment. What flavor do you like? Right now, I'm craving something spiced. Trust your judgment. Lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. One drink coming up. I'm so excited! There are several indicators to the right of each cocktail that provide more information about the drink in question, including whether or not your customer likes it or not. A question mark means you don't yet know how they feel about this cocktail, while a star means it's their favorite. Customers will also have drinks that they like and ones that they feel neutral about. This information gets updated every time you serve a customer a new drink. Serving liked and favorite drinks will improve your relationship with the customer faster than a neutral one. The little carpet indicates the smoothness of the drink, which determines how long a customer is willing to stay and talk after being served. In other words, how many actions you will be able to take during the following dialogue. Every new topic you discuss will cost you 1 action. Once the action counter runs out, the customers will leave the conversation and enjoy the rest of their evening. Customers can only be talked to once a day, so don't forget to serve them a drink whenever you do. Meanwhile, the alcohol percentage shows how alcoholic a drink is. The higher the percentage, the more intoxicated the customer will get. Some questions will require a certain level of intoxication to loosen the customer's lips, but be careful. A customer that becomes inebriated will go home. Alcohol tolerance will vary from customer to customer. Now you know the power the bartender holds. The better your drink fits the customer's taste, the more affection you will receive. It also will affect the customer's mood as well as how talkative they will be when you serve them. Now let's make her a drink, shall we? Alright, we're making the copper bullet, I guess. Okay, cool. Is he gonna like take a moment to like figure out where to go? I'm assuming some might be tougher later, but I don't know. Oh damn, this is perfect. Don't let me have too many of these. After a long shift, my brain is buzzing. I can't just go home with all this fuzz in my head. When the Prohibition closed the bars and clubs, everything else got more expensive. An opera ticket cost a month's rent. With everything being so busy. Why is it so busy? Well, there's a Spice Merchant Symposium, but there's some big show going on as well. Everyone's wearing their fanciest threads. The women in those sparkly dresses and their heeled shoes. Looks like torture to me. Me too. At the hotel, I only see the clothes lying on the floor, stained with peppercorn sauce, coffee, nicotine, and worse. At least the folk going to the shows are clean. I guess I clean up fewer wine stains now, so maybe the Prohibition isn't all bad. She downs her drink, wiping her mouth for any spills. Woo! Feeling better, she closed her eyes and let out a long, comfortable sigh. Yeah, I'm good. That really hit the spot. This watering hole is new, right? That weird old guy put me on to this place. The nightcap just opened, yes. The nightcap, huh? Funny name. Oh, I'm Clara, by the way. Mind if I just call you bartender? You don't seem too prissy about the type of customers you get. Rundown Heights has 3 hotel bars, but I didn't fit in at any of them, even when they served booze. The staff bar was all drunken bellhops, and the mid-bar was full of posers, and the Spire Lounge would charge me a fortune for just looking at the drinks menu. This place feels more varied in its clientele. You got all sorts in here. We're all equal when we walk through these doors. Her smile is warm and she nods a little, like she just made up her mind about you. I can get on board with that. Good. Well, I should be heading back. I've got our T2 sparring class and a shift tomorrow, and if I don't get good sleep, both of those are going to beat the stuffing out of me. Take care. Now everyone has been spoken to, let's end the day by using the bell. Click the bell on the counter to signal all customers to leave and head home. It also is to end the day early when we don't feel like speaking to all customers. Isn't there like a left or right? Oh, fast. Okay, I'm like, this feels really slow to move. Okay. Click. Tuesday. A new customer takes a seat at the bar. He takes a slow look around the room and then at you. He glances back at the entrance a few times like he expects someone to sneak in after him. The man doesn't hesitate to tap the bar, demanding the attention you're already giving him. What can I get you? How does this place work? Just like a regular bar? No butlers or whatever? I just want a drink. Anything in particular? I don't care. You choose. How does this place work? Just want a drink. Lift the clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Ready to serve. Thank you. Alright. He just kind of wants anything. This is everything. Let's try this mint punch. Whoa. Punch. give it a shot. Mint punch. Not bad. Not bad at all. Very pleasant, actually. You have probably guessed that I'm here for more than a drink. We have business. Business? He sets down today's newspaper, but rather than turning it as Vincent did yesterday, he instead lets the heavy pages land with a thud. The headline reads, latest Bukovi Boulevard victim identified. In a statement to the press this morning, Bukovi police finally released the name of the latest victim in a string of murders by a so-called Bukovi killer. The body of 24-year-old Natalia Reed, a native of Sarin and lifeline resident of Bukovi, was found yesterday in the unnamed alley off Bukovi Boulevard at 6 in the morning by a local resident heading out for work. Police have since confirmed that the crime took place outside a speakeasy known as The Last Drop, which the victim, a junior accountant, was known to frequent in her time off to drink and gamble. The illegal business has since been shut down, resulting in several arrests. Police Commissioner Aldea urges the public to be careful and to come forward with any information that may aid the police in their ongoing investigation as the perpetrator remains at large. Natalia Reed's family has declined to comment. Her employer, Mark Weaver, says only that he assumed she was just late again. Have you encountered anyone acting strangely at the establishment? Not really. I doubt that. None. Really, there's a lot of unusual behavior around right now. Did you read the news yesterday? Speakeasy guests found bad. And since you just served me alcohol, that would make this place... Speakeasy? Exactly. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a police badge. His name reads Constable Hugo Martins. He waits a moment to make sure you understand the gravity of the situation. I'm investigating a series of murders that took place outside established speakeasies. You're gonna shut us down. Speakeasies are, at the moment, one of the only leads I have. I may never say this again, but your business needs to stay open. Killers using locations like yours, so one of your patrons could be a killer. And you need my help. You'll be helping yourself. If your clientele keeps getting murdered, well, that's not great for business. For a time, your establishment has protection from me and the rest of the constabulary. The place is no longer a bar. It's a hunting ground where I will catch a killer with your help. Your first assignment is to interview these drunkards and find out if any of them frequented that speakeasy where we found Natalia Reed. Do that, and I might just extend your time a bit longer so we can figure out who's behind all this. I'm guessing there's no opt-out. He shakes his head softly, then pulls the badge from the table and places it back into his inside pocket. I did my homework. I know who you are. Just think of it this way. As a reformed citizen, you should be more than happy to help out. I understand. You might not be too fond of the constabulary, but you have to be realistic. Right now, we want the same thing. I'll do it. Good. Any questions? Why should I help you? Because I can ruin you with a single radio phone call. So here's what you're going to do. You'll interrogate everyone at your bar and ask the right questions. Get to know them. Make them willing to talk. A glass of alcohol might loosen their lips. Suggest you keep track of your findings in a notebook or something. I see you also have an unused pin board in the room behind you. Detectives at the station like to use those to keep their minds organized. Visualizing connections makes them easier to understand. I'll give it a try after my shift. Good. Any questions? What was my first task again? Give me a solid lead on the people in this establishment who were present at the same speakeasy where Natalia Reed was found. As a former criminal, I'm sure you know ways to making people talk. There's no doubt in my mind that your less savory connections might know more. Once you prove you're capable of collecting this information, I'll accept I'm not wasting my time. From there, I can divulge a bit more about the case. See what I can do. Let's move on. You're part of this now. Time is short and I expect something from you soon. Speaking with customers will provide you with clues about the current case. These clues can be reviewed in the notebook at any time. It's moving. Using the show clue button lets you present a clue from your notebook to the customer you're currently talking to, letting you ask them for more information or confront them with evidence. Presenting clues to customers is crucial to uncovering new evidence to solve your case. Helpful customers may be able to spot lies, provide new information, or provide an alibi. But be careful, showing certain people confrontational evidence may just affect their mood. This case is the highest priority, and you're on the clock. If we don't have the killer in 2 weeks, this kid's kicked upstairs to the Confederated Force. If that happens, my career is in tatters, and your bar is finished. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. 2 weeks to prove we are not children playing detectives. 2 weeks to save our careers and our reputation. 2 weeks to make our streets safe and save some lives while we're at it. No pressure, though. Peter Wagner enters your bar. You recognize him by the scar on his cheek. It's been a while and you don't quite know if you're ready to see him again. Takes a seat, looking you in the eye. You can't quite tell if he recognizes you. You hope he doesn't. Welcome to the nightcap. Creative location for a speakeasy. The field are looking for old bars opening up again, not basements owned by bookworms. Make me a real drink so I can forget all the weak cat piss they serve within the stacks. Memory serves, he makes a good cocktail, though usually a bit sweet for my taste. Miss me, Peter. Every day! Was crying myself to sleep on the pillow soaked through with tears. You feel the same, I imagine. Sure. Raises his eyebrows and shoves a few coins your way. Let's see how this new job of yours is working out, eh? Any flavor I can work in there that you like? Going all sweet on me now. Well, I like a hint of coffee to go with my drink. See how this new job of yours is working out. Alright. Peter leans low and his chin rests on the bar, the light catching the long scar on his cheek. His eyes twinkle as he looks up at you. Do you reckon I can remember what you like? Let's see indeed. Alright. This has coffee. This also has coffee. That's sugar though. Sugar sweet. I feel like he wanted something with coffee, it sounded like. But everything else is too sweet for him. So let's do this cold winter. Maybe we're really going at it. That little chaser feels like pointless. Perfect mix. This career shift is starting to make sense. You have talent. Notebook updated. Peter Wagner. Sir, bartender now. Well, that's an odd one, but if you want to pull a curtain over your past, I'll go along with it. Here is a criminal. More specifically, he's an enforcer of the feared crime lord Carla. As long as you don't owe money, insult him, or spill his drink, you should be fine. Strange how that face with the frightening scar can light up a room when he smiles, though it doesn't happen often. How can someone so dangerous be so charming? Thanks. Your rival speakeasies ain't too appealing. I can see why you're getting busier. The other places either turn away anyone without a duchy, or they hose the blood off the dance floor each night. Last drop was the only one I could appreciate, but I got shut down a few days ago. And what's your job these days? My collar is blue and I work my hands a lot. Some of the other fellows in my line of work have a bit too much fun for my taste. Don't like your colleagues? I reckon my job ain't good or bad. It's neutral. Cause and effect and all that. What I do is a natural result of the system we all live in and the deals people make. It's neutral. I take no responsibility for what happens to the folk that I collect from. They knew the deal they was getting when they took the money. But even though I don't feel bad for them, that don't mean I don't want to go drinking with gorillas like me who laugh about smashing open some indebted shopkeeper's skull. Takes a final long sip of his drink and sets the empty cup down on the table. You're not a complete monster. I'm just Peter, and I play my part without prejudice or pleasure. Like I said, cause and effect, and now if you'll excuse me, this drink hasn't had an effect on me and I need to take care of that. Sure thing. Alright, so there's someone there. Got two people here? Hi. An obscenely glamorous woman wipes the stool clean before gingerly sitting on it. For a moment, she checks her lipstick in the pocket mirror before readjusting her collar. She leans forward to meet your gaze. Welcome. It's certainly cushy down here. To think this grand a place below a bookstore. How very Vincent. You know Vincent? Yes, he's the man who invited me. He's probably mentioned I'd be showing up. He's quite the fan. Her nails tap rhythmically to some invisible music. You can't tell if she's waiting for you to say something in particular. Vincent hasn't mentioned you. No, he must have. Carmine, Olivia. There's some kind of list I'm on a VIP kind of affair. I'm an actress / singer / radio host. If you haven't heard of me, you've certainly heard my voice. Her voice is silky and delicate like a silver bell. You don't mind listening to it even though it drips with audacity. Oh, that Olivia Carmine. Yes, Vincent mentioned you. See, we all need a little push to jog our memories sometimes. Perhaps you heard about the time I saved the performance of Dandies and Dames at the Classic Grand? Maybe. The stagehand forgot to leave a prop gun on stage. I ended up singing bang bang noises to finish the performance. The audience loved it. The director went along with it. The show got middling reviews, but it was praised for my quick thinking and my coolness under pressure. Can I get you a drink? Are you buying, darling? Put it on my tab. I'll be here often. I eagerly await your performance, bartender. Anything specific you fancy? Something fruity. I love tropical fruits and citrus. Alright. Lift the glass from the stack and place it in front of Olivia. She purses her lips, taking a long look at her nails beside the glass. Let's pour you something fabulous. Thank you, darling. My throat is absolutely parched. Alright, so is there like tropical fruit and citrus? It says a lemon. No fruit. It's pineapple. I mean, it's tropical, but when they say it's not really. I mean, it's citrusy, not really tropical fruit, I would say. I'm thinking Pirate's Joy, but it's not really citrusy. It's the pineapple something. No. Either that or not the evening prayer. We'll try Pirate's Joy. I'm not 100% sure on. It's gonna take that turn. Okay. Astonishing, flawless, incredible, divine, absolutely brilliant use of everything. Inspirational, honestly. What a day. What did I tell you about my radio career? She doesn't wait for an answer. Instead, she leans forward and curls her finger to pull you close. Well, today, I spent the majority of my time reading contracts. I'm starting my own show, you see. Something daring, something bold, something that'll knock the socks right off my listeners. I'm calling it Chamomile and Carmine. Classy, right? Absolutely. You're one of the first to hear about it, but well, I suppose I let my mouth run when I'm a little tipsy, so more we'll find out soon. Picture me and my sultry voice, broadcasting nationwide to the people of Sarai, even the poor folk who can't make it to my stage performances. I'm so excited. Congrats. Good things happen to good people, you know? Sure. Olivia swirls the last bit of her drink and takes a long sip. She wipes her mouth with a tissue before setting the empty glass down beside your hand. Thanks for the drink. I will be back, though hopefully soon you won't have to wait too long to hear my voice. Kisses! With a slight stumble, she pushes herself up, winks at you, and takes her leave. See you soon. Got this. Priest guy? A miserable-looking man sits down at the bar. A big cloud follows him. Once he has your attention, he peruses the drinks stacked behind you. What can I get you? never understood all these names. Something strong, please. If I'm doing something wrong, I might as well do it right. Anything besides strong? Not really. Just strong. With the clean glass and placed on the tray, he takes a short breath. What does the goddess want you to order? Just make me a drink quickly and with fewer jokes. It's strong. Okay, night count is 7%. That seems to be the strongest I have. I only get one action out of it. We'll go with it. Night count. Oh, jeez. Oh, there's so many. Night count. The world is spinning and my words have become as blurred as my vision. Exactly why I came here. Doesn't sound like a good thing. He shrugs and places the glass back against his lips and downs the rest. When the glass is empty, he waves his finger for you to refill it. How about we start with your name? You really don't know who I am. I'm Father Lacey, but you can call me John. Priest at the church up the road. You know, this is alcoholic. We're permitted. Besides, how could the goddess resent a priest drinking in this city? Is it that bad? If you took confessions too, you wouldn't ask. What do people confess? Everything you can imagine and more. I used to have faith in humanity. Here you go. Thank you. I'll be back soon. Godspeed, John. He downs the rest and stands up. Now that you can see him better, you notice the clerical collar that was tucked in. He tips his head and takes his leave. And that's everybody. I guess it kind of like tells me, right? Notebook. Okay, so that is his favorite. Now they just have like multiple favorites, I guess. We got that and that. In the day. At the end of each day, you return to your home office, where you can review your clues on the clue board and try to make new deductions. Besides structuring your thoughts, the clue board also has another very important function. Some clues can be connected to form evidence. Spotting a contradiction or two pieces of evidence that tell you something about the same person, or spotted a contradiction or two pieces of evidence that tell you something about the same person or event, try combining them. You can combine two clues by connecting their pins with red string. To place a clue you have found on the board, simply click and drag them over from the clue list on the right. Clues on the... This feels very like Tavern Talk, which I need to get back to someday. Clues on the board can be arranged as you wish to help you in your investigation. At any point, you can remove a clue from the board by dragging and dropping it back in the back into the clue list, should you feel a piece of information is no longer important. God, that button's so small. The two clues you have right now seem to be related, don't they? Let's try linking them together. Click on one of the pins and drag the string to the other clue's pin. See what happens. Peter's street smarts. Peter frequented the last drop, the speakeasy, when Talia Reed's murder took place, before it was shut down. You should be able to tell me who else went there to drink, and if any of them visited the nightcap. Congratulations, you can read a new combined clue. Combined clues are key to your investigation. Building a solid case will hinge on making these connections. Asking customers about these new clues will often lead you to new insights as well. Not all clues can be combined, of course, but if you're ever stuck, try and see if there are any new deductions you can make. To proceed to the next day, click on the coat rack on the side. No. Okay, so that's there. Those two are together. No, they just doesn't. So I'll keep those like up here because those are together. Alright. In the day. Wednesday. This this what the 16 is? Is the time limit? Well, well, look who's still open. In a world of dwindling light, you're like a beacon in the night. Not planning on closing anytime soon. Let's catch up, just like the olden days. Now press the show clue button to open the notebook and present him with a new combined clue. So the Peter's street smarts asking for more information. Present. Yes. Story about the broad that got iced at the speakeasy? What about it? What do you think happened? You read the story. I'm sure the journals did a great job. They always do. Don't be like that. I want your opinion. You're fishing him for what? I got nothing for you. You and me both know how this show plays out. Paper spin the same stories, the hoi polloi get all worked up, and ain't no one got the real facts except for the ones who know to keep their mouths shut. And folk who say the city council are fabricating the killings, they got their heads screwed on wrong. Bukovia officials can barely patch a hole in the road for all the stage of murder. I know a professional job when I see one, and this ain't professional. And it was done by someone who has experience, someone who planned it out real careful and who's done it before. Did you visit that speakeasy? Yes. And? Plenty of folk went there, so don't go make any inferences. You know where the line is. No need to see what happens if you step over. Who else went there? Hard to tell. It was a mixed crowd. Let me think. Alina Dragos, the type of rich blonde who don't want nothing to do with me. Last year she made it big thanks to your daddy winning the jackpot at a poker tourney. Elliot, the sour-faced alcoholic who popped in occasionally. If he was in school, I'd beat the snot out of him and take his milk money. I still might. And Killian Duran, the rich kid with the baby face and soft hands? You taking roll call? If this bartending gig doesn't work out, is it just a job as an intrepid reporter? What do you think of that, Scoops? I was just curious. When you don't feel like asking a customer any further questions, you can always press the leave button in the bottom right to exit the conversation, regardless of how many actions you have left. However, if you still have questions for Peter, you can simply continue your conversation. Pitch up, like the old days. Let's see, preferences, Natalia Reed, criminal background. Know anything about Natalia Reed? Shame about her accident. Her murder. Murder, then. I saw her here and there, and I reckon it's real odd, she guys. Why odd? Didn't seem like the victim type, you know? Can you elaborate? He tilts his head for a moment, and you see his eyebrows shift, giving you a knowing look. She was confrontational. Fearless. Most people are intimidated by me, but she brushed me off. She brushed off my employer a few times, too. Usually the ones that end up victims are the ones who don't fight back. Even drunk, she'd probably put up a good fight. Really? I reckon so. Kill from behind, right? Whoever struck her probably thought they couldn't take her in a fight. Police or whoever is holding your leash should be looking at cowards. That's what you should be investigating. So I'm investigating. You're asking a lot of questions. People with our background know better. No one ever got eyes for asking too few questions. You're right. Hey, if you got someone pulling your chain, I get it. Someone holding something over you, I guess? Maybe. Don't be coy. We go way back, so I get it. Right. Well, I won't go home, but I can't stay here. Make sure you don't get into any mischief while I'm gone. That's my job. Will do. Alright, can I save it? Is there like a regular save menu? Is cool. I don't know how long the demo is. I assume it probably goes through the 16 days. I'm gonna call it good here for now, and then we will continue. I'll either cut out this whole like bit or something, and yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you to the publisher for the code. If you enjoyed the video, consider tossing in a like, comment, subscribe, maybe click the bell for notifications. Also be sure to check out the description below various links, social media, Discord. Come hang out, get notifications there as well. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!